Welcome back to the pupil's life, man. Welcome to another episode of the Pupil's Life podcast. Yeah, dude, I'm Nick. If you don't already fucking know who I am, then maybe I'm doing something right. What's up, man? What's up? Should I start by saying dude 100 times and I don't know. What's up, man? What is up? The world is fine, dude, you know? Sometimes you tell yourself that it's going crazy and that shit's just falling apart, and then you realize, like, oh, that just means that I'm paying too much attention. Because that means humans are falling apart, maybe, but is the world falling apart? I don't know, man. You know, probably what's going to happen is that at some point in the next 10,000 years, a volcano is going to fucking erupt, like a super volcano, or an asteroid is going to hit the Earth, wipe out humans, and then the world will still be fine. You know, the universe isn't going anywhere. It's just humans that we've become so protective of our identity, right? We're the rulers of the earth because we have created an understanding of everything. The world would still be flat without us. I don't know, man. I don't know what the fuck I don't know what the fuck I'm going to talk about today, to be honest with you. I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm going to talk about today. And also, just so you know, dude, you could be a fucking woman, but I call women dudes too, so go fuck yourself. Just so you know, just so you have the inside scoop, the camera that I record this with is like this far from my face because it has like a fucking wide lens or something. I don't know. So if I put it like this close from my face, it looks like I'm maybe 3 or 4 feet away from it, when in reality it's like, you know, I don't know, man. Super interesting, Nick. Thank you for sharing that. Dude, it's been a week for me. It's been a week. You know what I mean? It's been a fucking week, dude. Like, my life was on this track. I was like, dude, I'm fucking going uphill. It's all uphill from here, or downhill. I don't know. When people say that it's all uphill or down, I never know which one is which. Because to me, it's all uphill from here means everything's just going to progressively get better. And when people say it's all downhill, I think that what they mean is like, it's going to be a lot easier from here on out. But to me, downhill just means like, yep, it's all downhill from here, dude. Like, it's all going to go down from here. It's all going to fucking sink. And even if it does get easier, dude, who wants life to be, you know, easy? I don't want it to be hard, but I don't want life to be easy, dude. You want life to be easy? Life was easy when you were fucking 0 to 18, man. When you were in your teens, life was easy. You may not have thought that it was, but life was easy, dude. Like, dude, when I was a teenager, I've been thinking about this a lot this week. When I was a teenager, I just kind of did shit that I didn't care about the consequences at all, you know? I'm not saying there wasn't a lot of suffering and a lot of pain and a lot of, like, sadness and a lot of shit that I still need to process. But I was just like, I wasn't my own entity yet. And so if I didn't want to go to school one day, I didn't have, the perspective that I have now where like, oh, you don't want to go to work one day, dude? And you just don't want to show up to work one day? You're going to get fucking fired, dude, probably. Whereas when I was a teen, I was just like, dude, you know what? Fuck school, man. What I'm going to do today, I'm going to drive so my dad thinks that I went to school. And then I'm just going to drive somewhere and like, I'm just going to drive to the beach and like look at the ocean for 8 hours. I wish that I had done shit like that more. I wish that, like, despite the fact that I knew high school was kind of bullshit while I was in high school, I was still afraid to act on that at all times. And there was still a part of me that was like, maybe people are right. Maybe I'm ruining my life. Whatever. But I wish that I had lived my life the way I live it now when I was in high school. As far as, today is Sunday. I have access to a car. I could go anywhere, dude. I could go anywhere. And tomorrow's a Monday. If I had a job, like if I was in high school and I had to go to school tomorrow at 6 a.m., but I didn't want to, I would be like, all right, then what can I do, man? Maybe I'm going to go to the fucking pyramids, Like, it's so crazy. It's so wild that to grow up in where I grew up in. Like, I don't think that that's ever gonna really register in my mind that I grew up in Cancun. Like, dude, that's where they film the fucking, the resort porn, Like, there was this movie called Hotel Erotica, and it was like on some fucking beach resort that this European couple met at, and then it was just like a porno from that, but it was like a movie porno, like an hour and a half long, where like she goes to dinner and she's upset, and then she comes back and like they have sex to make up. I remember, dude, I would watch that shit, and I was living on the beach surrounded by resorts, and I was like, dude, this could be my life. This could be my fucking, I could be like, like I could be with a European woman and like make her upset so that she has to come back to the hotel room and have sex with me, dude. Like, the kind of things that I was thinking about when I was a young boy are so different than the kinds of things that I think about now. But it's because I was surrounded by resorts and hotels and shit. Like, I could just fucking... Who can leave their house and walk to an all-inclusive resort and blend in, dude? Because they don't wear bracelets. Like... Who can fucking walk outside of their bedroom, step on sand, and then all of a sudden, dude, you're looking at the ocean and you're fucking... Dude, I can't get this fucking mic to work. I can't figure out, I should just have it set like at a certain place. But then when I do this, it's going to flip it, dude. So maybe I could just have it like right there. Have it right there, dude. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, have it right there. I was in high school. Dude, I feel like I should call this the high school podcast. I talk about high school so much. When I was in high school, I would like walk out of my bedroom on a weekend. On a weekend, dude? What would I do on a weekend in high school? On a weekend in high school, what I would do is I would walk out of my bedroom barefoot. step in the sand, because that was what was outside of my bedroom, was sand, and walk to the kitchen, open the refrigerator, and see that there was still no fucking fresh food. It was like leftovers from fucking last week that had mold on it. Like our condiments had expired a year and a half ago, but my dad was like, hey, it's still fucking food. Yeah, you know, like, if there's still some in the jar, it's still fucking worth consuming. And so I was like, dude, this is fucking gross. You know, there was Fruit Loops and milk. That was the only, like, fresh food that I could fucking eat. God damn, dude. It's like, anytime I sit down to do these podcasts, my body is just like, have you woken up yet? Have you fucking taken care of your health yet? Fuck, dude. And so I would walk into the refrigerator, not walk into the refrigerator, I would open the refrigerator door and, yeah, just be like, dude, there's no food here. And I've got 50 pesos in my fucking wallet. You know, what am I going to do? And what I would do is I would just fucking, dude, I can see like 3 of the camera because of this fucking thing I got in my eye. God damn. You know, when people record the podcast that they record, like on YouTube, you find anybody on YouTube doing a podcast, do they have somebody like fucking doing makeup for them and shit and like getting their eye boogers out? Yeah, man. High school. It's crazy. But is it or is it just fun? Is it crazy or is it fun? I would walk out of my bedroom, and because there was no food, and I had money enough to get like potato chips and a Coca-Cola, but I had like a bag of potato chips that I had like wrapped so that I could have it in the morning for breakfast. And I had like a half full glass of Coke still on my fucking bedside table. You know, I would just go to hotels, dude, and eat there. I would fucking walk over to a hotel. Think about, you know, when people talk about white privilege, dude, the kind of Mexican privilege that I had, dude, supersedes any kind of white privilege, man. Like, you want to talk about white privilege, okay, like, white privilege is you don't have to be afraid of cops when they pull you over, right? It's like a lack of. White privilege is like a lack of. It's like you don't have to be afraid. You don't have to fucking... I'm not that educated on white privilege, so I'm not going to talk about that too much, but it sounds like it's a lack of, right? Like people that have white privilege are told, you know, there's this ethereal thing that you are lacking. Not that you're lacking, but like, yeah, there's just a lack of fear, and there's a lack of opportunity. Point is, Mexican privilege, dude, is like an abundance of something. You know, like I went to a all-inclusive hotel. Dude, think about this. Think about how fucking just where my head must have been at. That at 17, and probably younger, like 16 or 17, I went to an all-inclusive hotel. I'm going to sneeze, dude. God damn it. Oh, dude, now I'm crying. I feel like one day I'm just going to show up on the podcast and it's just going to be like a fucking skeleton of me. in like a nuclear fucking world. What was I saying, dude? Have I drank water today yet? God damn. I went to an all-inclusive resort at 17, and what happened was that because I look, I mean, some people say that I don't, some people say that I do, because I look like a fucking white boy, and most of the people that were at the hotel were white boys, I would just throw on a fucking bathing suit, maybe a t-shirt like the one I have on right now, and walk to the hotel. And like, and then there'd be two bouncers on either end of the beach front of the hotel. And I would just walk like I had gone on a walk and I was coming back from a walk. And then I would like walk past the first one. And then I would just slowly like diagonally go into the fucking, you know, go into the hotel. And 99.99% of the time, nothing happened. And this is because the hotel didn't wear a wristband thing. So it's like all inclusive, and you don't need a tag or any kind of ID, because I guess they wanted it to be more comfortable for their guests, which is dope, right? For me. And so I walk in, dude, and now I'm like, holy shit, dude. I'm inside of an all-inclusive resort that I didn't pay for. I'm 16, 17, and I can do whatever I want. Like, I can eat, I can drink, I can swim, dude. I can play volleyball in a pool. I could fucking, like, that to me is privilege, dude. Is like, you get the privilege of going on vacation any day you want. You know what I mean? Like white privilege, dude. Okay, I'm not gonna get fucking pulled over by a cop and murdered. That shouldn't be a privilege, dude. That should just be a fucking, like, a fact that if you're gonna get pulled over by a police officer, you're not gonna get killed, dude. But Mexican privilege, dude? Dude, Mexican privilege is fucking, like, not only do you not have to suffer some consequences, dude, you receive things that you shouldn't receive. Maybe that's what privilege is that you get things that you shouldn't get. But then again, shouldn't are fucking, like, shame-based ideas, you know? Oh, dude, you shouldn't have fucking slept with that girl. It's like, why not? Because you think that she's not up to some standard of yours? Like, fucking shouldn't have. It's like, it's fucking bullshit. But anyway, the point is, I'm in this fucking resort, dude. There's a hot tub, a jacuzzi that fits like 11 people. There's just so many things, right? They've got like a barrel full of soda cans, and dude, I could just pick one up and like, and like, you know, like, this is a dream for a 16 or 17-year-old. And not just that, dude, I haven't even mentioned that there are beautiful women everywhere in bikinis, dude, and I'm 17. Like, in what world was I gonna come out a healthy Homo sapiens and grow up in Cancun, dude? You know, like, dude, it's not normal. I don't want to say normal. It's hard to choose words, right, when you're talking about these kinds of things, but it's not an ordinary thing to walk out of your bedroom, walk to the front of your house, look out, and instead of seeing a street where your car pulls out into and drives away, you see fucking the Caribbean Sea. Caribbean Sea, dude. I don't know why I pronounce the Caribbean. You see the Caribbean Sea, and then like a fucking 10 dude walking by in a bikini with her 10 boyfriend walking by in a bikini, dude, because he's from Europe, dude, and they wear fucking thongs there, you know? Or they're naked, because there was a nudist hotel, dude. Dude, it's so fucking, like, my inner child is coming out right now, and it's like, dude, like, you know, like, this was such a fun part of my childhood, but it was such a fantasy world, you know, like, that's not the real world, dude. It would have been fine, like, if maybe it was limited, you know, like, on weekends, you can go there, you can do whatever you want, like, weekends, all right? Or, like, 2 weekends out of the month, or something, I don't know, dude, some kind of fucking structure around it. But it was just, hey, we're gonna move to paradise, and you have free roam over paradise, dude. And it's like, okay, I'm 16, dude, 17. I would have fucking, you know, like, you have no control over yourself when you're 17. I'm just going to stick to 17 because I can't keep jumping back between 16 and 17. You have no control over 16 or not 16 or 17. You have no control over yourself at 17, dude. I know some people right now are like, God, this fucking guy is so annoying, talking about all the things he had. I grew up in Connecticut, okay? I grew up on a farm in Connecticut. I had to milk cows. I had to milk cows and fucking get on a tractor, dude. It's such a different life that some people lived. But yeah, dude, I don't know. I could talk about fucking resorts for 11 hours if I wanted to. But my point is just that it fucks with you. When you're 17 and you can walk to a hotel and be like, oh yeah, can I get 2 hot dogs, 1 pepperoni, 1 Hawaiian, and then 2 sliders? And then, what are the sodas? Oh, they're right behind you. Okay, yeah. So just the pizzas, the sliders, and the 2 hot dogs. And they're like, all right, you got a plate, son? You pick up a plate, and then you're like, here. And they put fucking all of that food on your plate. And then you can walk to a little thing, a little counter, where there's a big barrel with ice and just all the different, there's Sprite, dude, there's Pepsi, there's Coca-Cola, there's fucking Fanta, dude, there's Fanta, dude. And then there's like ketchup containers, yeah, and I'm just like, you know, dude, like, it's almost like if I just fucking did DMT, dude, and like went to a fucking world of you know, like my 17-year-old's dream world. And dude, not just that, like, I eat all of that, and then I can go sit in a hot tub, dude, with like a 25-year-old model sun tanning, just sun tanning. Is it sun tan? Just tanning, fucking on a lounge chair, and I'm just like in a hot tub at 17, dude, and I'm like, you know, like, It's so fucking... Dude, I wish I could hang out with my 17-year-old self just for one day. Because I couldn't do what he was doing for more than... Even one day would be a lot. Just for like 4 or 5 hours. Just go back to that hotel with him and just fucking be like, all right, dude, so this is what you want to be... This is what you want to be doing. This is freedom. This is how you define freedom at 17. All right, Nick. All right. Nico. Dude, you know, fucking crazy shit, man. And you know, that's the thing is that, like, when people say, like, you're white privileged, I'm like, dude, fuck you. I left privilege behind to come here and fucking bust my ass washing dishes at a fucking restaurant, dude. Or fucking, like, preparing your food at a fucking store, you know? Like, dude, I could go back to Cancun. I could go back to that resort tomorrow if I wanted to and just be like fucking like... You just take it in the sun and be thinking of my next book. You just like, you know, and then get up and be like, you know, dude, like, instead I'm fucking here talking to a camera, dude. Like, what am I doing, man? What am I doing? Sometimes I have to ask myself, what am I doing, dude? You know, because obviously, dude, it's like that gets old after a while, right? It's paradise, but then it becomes fucking jail, dude. That's what it becomes. You become jailed in paradise. But it's like, dude, it's the allure of, oh, I could hop on a plane. I could hop on a fucking plane, dude, be in Cancun tomorrow and be eating an arrachera, dude. An arrachera, dude, with guacamole and some fucking tostadas. You know, dude, like, just be fucking... And, like, not just that, but, like, be doing that in the sand. Just sitting in the sand, looking at the ocean and looking at beautiful people walk by, dude. And just be like... You know, like... And then I'm full, dude. Go lie down in a hammock. And then read a fucking book until I pass out again. And then wake up and it's still like 3 p.m., dude. The sun is blazing. There's a pool in front of me. I'm like, start swimming laps, dude. Like, you know, dude. Instead, I'm fucking here where it's 110 degrees. And what am I doing, dude? What am I doing with my life, man? I'm not at that point of the podcast yet. Questions that I'm asking myself. What am I doing with my life, dude? Am I losing my fucking mind? I'm sorry, dude. I just blacked out for like 25 minutes and I was just delirious thinking about paradise, dude, because I'm bored as fuck. Because I live in paradise, dude, but I also... It's all shut down, and so I don't live in paradise right now. Right now, dude, I live in a fucking bedroom, is where I live in. And you know what, dude? Oh, fucking excuse me. You know what the thing is? You know what the thing is, too? Is that the virus, dude, has finally hit home. And no, that doesn't mean that I have it. I don't. Thank fucking God. Well, I don't fucking know, right? I haven't gotten a test since March, dude. Odds are I probably have it. Or have had it and beat it. You know, I've had a few tickles in my throat here and there. But no, dude, my brother My brother went to Colorado with his girlfriend. And this was like 3 weeks ago now. They left. They were fine when they left. He had like a mild cough. I could hear him. The night before he left, he was coughing, and I was like, motherfucker, dude, is he going to get me sick? And then I was like, oh shit, he's leaving tomorrow. Right. He leaves. I still don't know what their trip was like, but they're in Colorado for 2 weeks. On the day that they were to get back, they're driving back, he texts me that his girlfriend tested positive for fucking COVID, dude. Like, they were sick a little bit in the beginning of the trip. They beat it, but now that they're on their way back, she got a test. I don't even know if he got a test. I've got to fucking ask him. She got a test. It was positive, and so now they're not coming home, dude. Not at least to my home. They're just staying somewhere else, dude. And so I've been taking care of the dog for longer, and I've been by myself, dude, in a 2-bedroom apartment, just by my fucking self. It's almost like fucking what's it called? Isolation or solitary confinement. It's like I almost wish that I didn't have anything, that I was just in fucking solitary confinement. Because when you have options, dude, when you have options and you're alone, that's when the danger exists, you know? But when it's just, if I was locked in my fucking closet, if my closet was empty, dude, and I was locked in my closet for the amount of time that I've been just by myself for the last 3 weeks, and I just had like food appeared, right? So that the food was taken care of, food and water, but there was just a hole that I had to shit and pee in, and I was just in there by myself, dude. For some reason, I feel like that would be easier than to have a car, be running out of money, dude, and not be able to see anybody, but still be able to kind of like go out if you want to, you know? Because it's like, I don't know, dude. I don't even fucking know, dude. That's the thing. That's the God's honest truth, is that I don't know, dude. I told you I didn't know what the fuck I was going to talk about today. And I had a week, dude. I had a week. Like, I had this whole plan that I was going to get fucking unemployment, dude. I was going to claim unemployment and, work on, like, my own projects for 3 months, I think. And then, dude, I hit the button that says claim your payment. Like, you have to do that apparently. So the way unemployment works, for those people that don't know, because I didn't know up until 2 weeks ago, you file for unemployment. They tell you how much money they're going to allocate to your unemployment. And then they're going to disperse that money to you over the course of 6, 7, 8 months. I don't know. But you have to claim it every 2 weeks, right? So they were going to give me $300 a week. That's what they had said. Like, here's what you're going to be making every 2 weeks or every week. And I was like, tight, dude. So I started to plan this whole strategy, this whole life. Like, dude, I get to fucking write whenever I want to. I get to have people on my podcast. I get to do the podcast. All this shit, right? And then the time came for me to claim. I hit the button, claim. And they're like, cool, dude, we'll let you know in 3 days if you get your money or not. And I'm like, I'm not going to get the fucking money, dude. I just knew, dude. I manifested it. And what do you know? 3 days later, they're like, hey, dude, you left your job for personal reasons. You don't get unemployment. And I was like, oh, really? Oh, really, dude? I left my job for personal reasons? I see, dude. Point is, dude, I'm not going to get unemployment, right? And so, like, I just had to fucking bite that bullet 4 or 5 days ago. And now I'm like, I'm not going to get unemployment. I'm not going to get unemployment, dude. So what does that mean, dude? That means I'm running out of money, right? Like, I'm not about to be out of money. There's a difference between I'm about to be out of money and I'm running out of money. Running out of money just means you're not making more than you're spending. That's what running out of money means. And so, I've got like a timeline, right? I'm not going to run out of money this week, dude. But fucking, as soon as you find out that, it's like when I left my job, dude. You got to figure something out. And this is just an extension of that. It's the fucking, dude, I knew it was going to happen. That's why I didn't even want to file for it. Because I was like, dude, they're going to find a way to fuck me, dude. They're going to find a way to where I'm the exception, Fucking, that's white privilege for you, dude. Oh, dude, I filed for unemployment. Guess what, dude? I didn't get it. Woo! That's fucking privilege for you. That's what that is, man. So I don't know, man. It's a month ago, dude, I was like, dude, I just left my job. I'm surrendering to life, dude. Everything's going to work out. Blah, blah, blah. Fucking blah, 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 dude. And now, at least today, I'm just like, dude, fuck that, man. Not fuck surrendering, but I'm just like, dude, god fucking damn it. It's just like, god damn it, dude. It's like when I went to the hotel. It's like the one time that I went to the hotel, dude, with a friend of mine that was like a little bit darker skinned. And then the two people that were fucking on the beachfront, the two bouncers, they like walk up to us and say, hey. Where are you guys? You guys are staying in the hotel? And I'm like, oh, yeah, we are. And then he's like, oh, what room number? And I'm like, fuck, dude. That's what it feels like right now. It's like, fuck, dude. Because it's like, I'm not gonna fucking, like, the world's not over, right? I just gotta walk back to my house on the beach and then, like, eat a meal at my house. So, all I got to do is, like, find a job and, like, just fucking stop making excuses for myself, dude. But it's just like, fuck, dude. My excuse was working, dude. My excuse was working. It wasn't even an excuse. I'm just making a joke, but, like, yeah, man, I don't know. So it's like, oh, dude. Now let's try and be fucking funny. Woo! It's like, who wants to celebrate not getting unemployment? I sure don't. What else, man? Dude, we fucking Ghislaine Maxwell. What am I at on time? That's what I want to fucking know. I'm at 40 minutes, dude. Another 20 goddamn minutes that you got to listen to my stupid fucking voice. Ghislaine Maxwell, she came out. She did she? I don't even know, dude. I just saw this crazy thing where, like, there was, Instagram, how it allows you to make a post with, like, several pictures that you can, like, scroll through. I saw one of those for this thing called hashtag Ghislaine Maxwell list. And basically each photo had the name of 10 different politicians And it was like, this guy was fucking, there was 10 politicians per photo and like 15 photos, right? So like hundreds of fucking 150 politicians. Probably more, dude, but like these are the confirmed ones. And the list was just like, this guy fucking made child pornography with aggressive rape of a 2-year-old child. This person fucking sodomized a infant. This person trafficked 12 like, I'm like Alex DeLarge at the end of Clockwork Orange, where I'm just fucking like, you know, like, dude, it's fucking, I don't know, man. It's just, it's traumatizing, man. It's fucking traumatizing. That's why I say, like, the world's not ending, dude. Humanity is fucking, there's just a certain portion of humanity that is ending, dude. But it's like revealing a lot, you know? And then there's the whole fucking Beirut thing. Dude, I saw that shit. And you know, and then at the end of the day, here I am complaining that I didn't get unemployment, dude. When I look around and it's like, I've got a fucking computer, dude. I've got a microphone that I can record this bullshit fucking rant podcast into. I've got, you know, I've got a cute little sign that says the dangerous greatest when the finish line is in sight, dude. Yeah, dude. What if the fucking finish line is a fucking bomb or an ammunitions factory that just fucking blows up in my fucking face, dude? And then, dude, the danger isn't greatest when the finish line is in sight, dude. The finish line is in fucking sight and the danger is over, dude, because you're fucking dead, you know? Like, dude, that was just a hard thing to watch, man. And at a certain point, you're like, what do I do, you know? Because I was talking to my therapist, and he's like, yeah, I started to think, like, this new normal, I got it, I'm all under control and shit. And then you're just like, how much of that is real and how much of that is just ignorance, dude? Not ignorance, but just like blissful ignorance. Yeah, it's like when you're not aware that you've got problems or fucking trauma, you're blissfully ignorant to your trauma, right? So it's like, oh, dude, I didn't have a bad childhood. Dude, my parents were fucking amazing. Are you kidding me? Bad childhood, dude. Where? What are you talking about? Right? But then you're like, sit the fuck down. Why are you 5 minutes late? I told you, don't fuck. You're right. And then it's like, you know, so you've got the trauma. But after you get mad, you're just like, all right, like, let's watch a fucking movie. And like, then it just goes away and you're like blissfully ignorant to it. Right? That's kind of what this feels like, is like, all right, dude, I'm going to take the dog on a walk shirtless and like, fucking like, life is great. And, you know, have this blasty blast. But then I come home and I look at my phone for 5 seconds, dude. And then it's like, politicians rape children. Beirut just got fucking Hiroshima'd. You know, fucking like, what the fuck, dude? And then I'm just like, let's watch a movie. Because it's all you can do, man. You know? I mean, I sat, like, I watched that fucking video, dude, of Beirut. And then I was like, dude, I need to sit down and just not do anything for 5 minutes. Because that was crazy. Dude, that was crazy. You know, back to first world problems, though. This was a while ago, dude, but I never talked about it. My brother and I finally found an apartment that we're moving into, right? And before we had found the apartment, my brother was like, dude, This was back in like early July. My brother was like, what are we gonna do if we don't find an apartment? Like, I want to have a home base. You know, I want to know where all of my hoarder shit is gonna go next. Okay, I want to have a place to put all of my fucking trash. And if I don't have a place, I'm gonna freak out. That was my brother in early July. And then we found a place, dude. We signed the fucking lease, right? And I walk out the next morning out of my bedroom, and he's like cooking in the kitchen. And I'm like, dude, it's fucking, are you excited to move into this new place? And he's like, yeah, but like, how are we gonna like move everything? And I'm like, wait, what? He's like, yeah, like, have you thought about like moving? And I'm like, oh shit, dude. You just want something to be like, I don't know if upset about or like worried about, dude. Like, what's going on here? You wanted to find a place. We found a place. And now the problem is, how are we going to move the couch, dude? Dude, do you have thousands of dollars that you could solve that problem with? If it even was a problem, dude, how are we going to move the couch? Oh, I don't know, dude. We're going to take it apart, lift it, and put it in a fucking U-Haul, dude, and drive it 2 blocks down to our new apartment. And, dude, it's just like, we fixed the problem, and he finds another problem immediately, dude. It's just like, that's just my childhood in a nutshell, dude. As far as, like, that's my brother's childhood trauma that he's, like, still blissfully ignorant to. But he kind of knows about it, which is why I can, like, fuck around, because he knows, like, it's fucking funny, too, I think. But, like, that's my dad, dude. He gets that shit from my dad. Because my dad, you know, he's got fucking... We talked on the phone the other day, and he told me, like, dude, I'm worried. He didn't say dude, but he's like, son, I'm worried about the virus and the situation. Like, this is unprecedented. Always in my life, I've been able to solve problems, but this time I don't think that I will be able to. And what is he doing right now, dude? He's solving the problem. I just saw a picture of him eating at a fancy restaurant. You know, dude? Oh, money's a problem, dude? But you're eating at Rolandi's, dude? Oh, money's a problem, but you're eating at Rolandi's, dude? Oh, my Lord, man. Money is a problem, but you're eating at fucking Rolandi's, dude? Oh, man. Eating at Rolandi's, dude, and then fucking ordering that puffy bread, dude, that you can stick your fork in, and then it goes, and it becomes, like, normal bread. Yeah, it's just, like, I do the same shit, right? It just looks different. You know, like, oh, dude, I didn't get unemployment. But yet, I've got this fucking job that they've been pushing for the last 4 months. And it starts at the end of August, right? And so it's like, do I have a problem, dude? Or do I just have an unwillingness to solve that problem? Which is what I was making fun of before. It was like, my excuses have run out, dude. So fucking strap in and just fucking solve the issue, dude. Be happy, because you don't have a problem. Most problems are not unsolvable. They're just fucking you unwilling to solve it. That's the thing, dude. And so what am I asking myself these days? It's like, what problem am I unwilling to solve right now that I could solve? And the answer to that is my financial situation, dude. Like, there's no reason. There's no fucking reason for me to worry. I've got a job. I've got savings. I could apply for other jobs, dude. There are still jobs, you know? It's all just because I am conditioned to be worrying about shit, you know? And so this podcast helps in a way because I can just make a fool of myself instead. You know, it's not often that I finish a podcast and I'm like, that was a botched one. Fuck, dude. You know, that I'm like, that was a like not a gimme, dude. But you know, that was a throwaway. I feel that way about this one today, dude. So if you got to the end of today's podcast, dude, kudos to you, because you're a true pupil. You're a true pupil. And yeah, man, you're the person, you're carrying me through to the finish line. But yeah, dude, I think I fucking made it to like an hour now. I hope I fucking 51 minutes, dude, you know, that's just going to have to do this week. But yeah, thank you for tuning in to the Pupil's Life, and I will be back next week with some more bullshit about my life and hopefully some better news, right? Because a lot can happen in a week. You can get turned down from unemployment benefits. Your brother and his girlfriend can test positive for COVID. You can fucking... Yeah, that I guess two things aren't a lot. I don't know, dude. You know, my cerebral cortex hasn't finished forming fully. So, you know, there's maybe some brain damage. I've fallen off of my bike several times. I've been in a terrible car accident, you know. Who's to say I don't have brain damage, all right? And that's the explanation for today's episode. But, you know, always be able to laugh at yourself. And even if you make a shitty product, don't be afraid to put it out, because there are people that will eat that shit up. So thanks for listening, and I will see you next week, guys.